Hi and welcome to Lilydale Heights College. My name is Miss Roberts and I'm going to run you through a mini maths lesson to give you an idea of what it'll be like next year. You'll need pen and paper, some prior maths knowledge and some creativity. So every lesson will have what's called a learning intention and success criteria displayed on the board, and that way you'll know what you're learning about. Our learning intention for today is going to be to participate in our Year 7 maths class and to demonstrate your understanding of angles. You're also going to look at identifying a variety of angles, sharing your understanding of angles, and just having a go and having some fun. All our lessons here at Lilydale Heights College follow what's called a map structure. So there's 4 parts to the lesson. There's a motivate where we get our brain going, get ourselves thinking about maths. The add where we discuss the key concepts. We share some of our prior knowledge. The practice where you go off and have a go and further develop your skills. And then success is where we come back and we reflect on whether we achieved success criteria and also what we discovered throughout the lesson. So let's get into our motivate. Angles from around the world. We're going to go on a bit of a journey and discover what angles there are in different countries. And you're going to get 1 point for every correct answer and have a go and have some fun. So passports are ready. We're about to get on a plane. You've been upgraded to first class. Our first stop is Tokyo, Japan. So I want you to take a look at this picture and identify what angles and lines you can see on this golden temple in Japan. So press pause for some thinking time and then have a chat to the person next to you about what you discovered. So here's some examples that you may have spotted. Some parallel lines, some right angles, and if there's anything else that you found, please share it with your class. Next stop is Italy, a 14-hour plane ride. So we're going to climb a mountain and discover what angles we can see in this picture here. Again, I want you to press pause for some thinking time. You can draw your angles on your bit of paper. You can name what they're called and share with the people around you. So you may have found these angles, some obtuse angles, some smaller angles called acute angles, or some larger ones called straight lines. A flat ground below. Delicious pizza. What angles can you see on this pizza? So focusing on the angles, not on the food. Pause the video, draw what you can see, have a chat to the person next to you. So you may have spotted this angle, a reflex angle greater than 180 degrees, an obtuse angle, or you may have eaten the whole pizza and therefore a revolution or a full rotation. So the Leaning Tower of Pisa, check out this picture. My question is, does the Leaning Tower of Pisa make a right angle? So please pause and explain your thinking to someone next to you. So it's not a right angle. You also spotted that it's a bit less than 90 degrees. It's roughly 84.5 degrees, so slightly less. This is an example here. That picture shows a 90-degree angle. So did you share your ideas with the class and have that explanation, or did you explain it in another way? Last stop is Los Angeles, USA. The Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. This is me sitting in one of the cars doing a bit of a grease film. And my question to everyone is, what is the name of this angle? The angle you can see here. And a bit of a bonus point there. If you can estimate roughly the size in degrees that you believe this angle where the yellow line is showing around the window. So pause again, turn and talk with a friend next to you, share what you're thinking, what you're seeing, what you already know about this angle. So, did you discover a reflex angle? So it's bent all the way around from 90, 180, and it's almost coming back to a full revolution. And roughly approximately 315 degrees. So let's get into the add part. This is where we talk about important vocabulary that we'll need to know. Some that came up during the Motivate, definitely going to appear during our lesson when you go off and practice. So there's going to be discussion about acute angles, right angles, obtuse angles, straight angles. We saw that one on the volcano or the mountain. Reflex angle, a complete angle, or what's called a revolution. The degrees is what we measure angles with. Complementary angles is something you might learn that's a bit of a new concept in Year 7. Supplementary, parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So usually at Lilydale Heights, especially in Year 7 and throughout high school, we take lots of notes, and that way we can understand concepts better. So you may want to press pause and write down some of these to help you. So let's just have a quick look at them. So acute angle, this is less than 90 degrees, okay? You might want to remember it by thinking of it being very acute. The right angle is a very common angle that we see in buildings, and that's 90 degrees exactly. We've got slightly larger now, the obtuse angle, greater than 9 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. And then a flat book on table or the ground, 180 degrees, also called a straight angle or a straight line sometimes. When it almost comes back around to a full revolution, all the way back around, it's got a reflex angle, and that's greater than 180 but less than 360. And if it's gone all the way from start back around to the finish, you've done a full rotation, a complete angle, 360. Okay, so there's some keywords that you're going to need to know throughout the lesson. You probably already knew some of those, which is awesome. And here's 2 more angles that I need you to have a look at. We've got what's called a complementary angle, this one here, and this is just 2 angles that add up to 90 degrees. Okay, so this 52 and 38 adding up to 90. We've got supplementary angles, and these are 2 angles that add up to 180 degrees. You can see here 128 and 52 add up to 180. So a nice straight line. Okay, so you might want to write that one down in your book, and that's going to help you during our lesson today. So practice. Now it's your turn to go off and explore angles around you. Your task today, you've got 30 minutes. Find an example of each angle around your school. Draw it and estimate its size. So looking around your surroundings, find each of these angles that we just discussed, draw a picture of it, and then take a rough guess or best guess of the size of the angle in degrees. Go have some fun. It's time to sum up the lesson with our success. So I want everyone to turn and talk. I want you to choose one of these sentences and finish it. So I now know, a new word I learnt, or I was challenged by. Turn and talk now and finish a sentence. Thank you so much for participating in mini maths lesson with me today. I really look forward to meeting you soon, and I hope you enjoyed maths as much as I did. Bye for now.